Good morning. I'm T. Waldron, and I do not have my cat here. I'm away, but welcome to my live. And yesterday we had over 2,000 people, which was shocking. So I appreciate all of you, and thanks for tuning in. The goal of my channel is to have a little bit of gratitude with attitude, and also to remind you to hydrate. So cheers to you. Morning, Kevin. Cheers. Yeah, so if you're tuning in for Pumpkin, I apologize, she's not here with me. But I've been reading this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So I underlined some stuff, so I'm ready to talk about it today. But let's start with a little bit of deep breathing. So we're going to sit comfortably, and you're going to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We want to actually have our exhale longer than our inhale. And we can also touch our heart center or like hug yourself to go within, okay? Let all of the distractions in the world fade away for a moment. Just if you can, if you're not operating heavy machinery, please close your eyes and inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Slowing our breath down, going within. And I want you today to think about something you're grateful for. And you don't have to put it in the chat, just think of it about yourself, because the act of being in gratitude, the emotion of gratitude, helps us get heart-brain coherence. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, good morning. And exhale. We're doing our deep breaths, and then I'll talk to you guys after this. I'm doing this one for me. So inhale and do it. You don't, even if you're on a train or something, you can still take deep breaths, and no one needs to know what you're up to. It's internal, so it's very beautiful and very, you can do it anywhere. It's portable. Inhale and exhale. One more set together. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Well, good morning or good evening, everybody. Okay, so hi. Yeah, there's no cat today. So if you're tuning in for Pumpkin, I apologize. Okay, so I just want to set up some rules for the chat. Number one, be respectful, and number two, keep it, it's mom energy, so keep it rated G and positive. And if you can't, we're going to block you. So thank you. I am just letting you guys know that. And I would love to have you here. So if you can behave, you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Okay. Got it? Thank you. Hi, Jonathan. Good morning. Hi, Torian. Good morning. Hi, vlog. Yeah, I'm from the East Coast of the US, but I'm actually not at my normal space today. I'll talk about that probably. Yeah, I could just tell you because I'm not going to be home for a while. Tenui, welcome. And it's not, I don't think it's a security risk because you're going to see I'm not at my home location. Tanui, welcome. User, welcome. Vlog, oh, welcome from India. Yeah, that's a good story, LeBron James, sure. High school phenom to NBA. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I always like an inspirational story, Lucas. Very cool. I'm sorry I cannot read your writing, but I wish I could. Here at home, welcome. Yeah, I'm reading to you from the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is incredible. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I have to say, I don't know what's going on with this bottom lip. I think I'm mildly allergic to something because it's like really big. It's not really that big. Okay, you've been warned, Satan lover. James Comby, hi from Kenya, welcome. Alrighty, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Lucas, notice. Rathod, welcome. Vlog shooter, welcome. Monica, welcome. Good morning from Boston. I like that. Is that from the Celtics? Mr. Pagey's. I love it. Conrad, welcome. I love your accent up there. You know, you gonna go get some Dunkin'? Good morning from India. Emerson, welcome. Tanui. Am I single? Hello, hi, Iran. Yeah, hi, funny. Ling Ling, welcome, Fox. Hello. Yeah, I am Mom Energy. That's right, Fox. It's so true. Zabishish. Yay. Oh, yeah. So now, Dr. Joe, I'm so glad you asked Devashish. So Dr. Joe Dispenza puts quantum physics into meditating. It's amazing, but we're not going to get that deep. But I do want to give you some. I'm going to read to you from the introduction of this book in a little minute. Hi, Angie Joe. Welcome. India Tube. Welcome. Love you right back. Hello. Hi, Rudy. I think you've been here before. Hello. Hi, Iran. Thank you. Here at home. So I right now I'm a full-time. What is it that I do? Thanks for asking. Here at home, I'm a full-time student. I'm pursuing a master's in business, MBA in strategic business leadership, and a doctorate in metaphysical life coaching. So I love to study and learn things, and then see where science and spirituality intersect, because that empowers it. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Take care. Yeah, definitely check in back, funny. Thanks. And good, keep going. Hi, number 7. Vlog. Oh, thank you. Hi, Rishika. Thank you. Beach Cruiser, welcome. Yeah. Doug Otts, welcome. Venom, that's funny. Yeah. Please mod in a bad word now, guy. I'm not sure, but if somebody's not behaving, they're going to have to leave the chat. Striker, welcome from Australia. You may have been here before. India. Okay, so let's read from the book. Some coffee sounds good, right? Where's my coffee? Oh, yes. Cheers to everybody. This is a little bit of coffee with some protein shake in it. Cheers to you. So, Junie, I'm so glad you got into the Hokey Pokey clinic and you turned yourself around. Because that's what it's all about. Okay, if you're not clean, you're out. Zaid, hi, welcome. Love Duncan. Okay, so let's read from this book because you're asking about it. It is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, which is an interesting concept, right? So this is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. When I think about all the books on creating the life we desire, I realize that many of us are still looking for approaches that are grounded in scientific evidence. That's natural, right? We want proof. Methods that truly work. But new research into brain, body, and mind and consciousness, quantum leap in our understanding of physics, suggests that expanded possibilities on how we move towards what we innately know is our real potential. So we got to combine all of that stuff to get to our full potential, which I couldn't agree more. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I appreciate Liam. Rudy. Max, yeah, weed has its place, but like our body has a entire laboratory full of chemicals, and we have to realize how to unlock it. Like I pose to you that there's actually some different, serotonin and all oxytocin are so like they feel even better than weed. That's my thought. Cell instruction. India, welcome. New York, yeah, I usually live right near New York. Hi, Estalo, welcome. Turkey, welcome. Thank you, Saeed. Oh, hi, Onair. Birkins or Kirby, welcome. I hope I said that right. Gustavo, Brazil, greetings. Yeah, mom energy. Hey, Troy. Onair, kisses right back at you. Do you need all that to be a life coach? No, but I love this stuff, and I don't want to just be like, oh well, here's what you can do. Like, I like to learn this stuff and then apply it to my life and then see if it works. And then if not, change directions. And there's so much deeper you can go than just being a life coach, which you can do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I want to understand why and how the science works behind it. I've always been fascinated by this stuff. Hi, Cooking and Living, LWN. Welcome, the Slice Samurai. Yeah, that was a great question, Joshua. Thank you. The Outsider. Life coaching. Yeah, business and spirit and science. Absolutely. Thank you, Stryker, for noticing that. William, you're on notice. But also, working out is important. So I go to the gym every day. So hi, Mamoon. Hey, Eddie, welcome. Oh, Oman. I think you're the first person I've had in my chat from Oman. Welcome. Good morning or evening. Hello. Okay. Asking for a friend, Roman. That's funny. I have a policy. If anyone's closer to my dad's age or my son's age, they're out of range. And also, I'm dating myself right now. Okay. Jace, welcome. Natalie, ciao. I love that. Eddie. Everything's going well. Hi there. NFH. Norbert, welcome. Homegrown. Love it. Missouri. All right. How to apply for a job in the USA? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. But I feel like if it really does help to know someone. Like, that's been my experience with like getting a good job, especially if it's in your field. If someone can recommend you, like, that's how I've gotten my best jobs. Like, I was traveling to Italy and I had a job lined up and I was staying there for 6 months and then it fell through. This was when I was just in college or just out of college. And then I called my former boss that was in the US and I said, hey, do you have any contacts here in Italy? And she called her contacts and I got a job in Torino because she like vouched for me. So perhaps if you have anyone you know, it doesn't have to be through work. It could be through church or school or even your parents' friends. I know that's, whatever. But if you have any contacts and they know you and they know your work, then use that. It's about connections in life. And I'm not saying do something that you didn't earn, but if you know someone who's familiar with your work, then that's a good thing. There's nothing to be ashamed about by working hard and creating connections. Okay, back to the book. This is interesting. Okay, we're going to skip that one. Okay, here we go. Breaking the habit of being yourself is a product of one of my passions. And this is written by Dr. Joe Dispenza. A sincere effort to demystify the mystical so that every person understands that we have within our reach all we need to make significant change in our lives. That's so powerful. It's empowering. You are limitless. We're all limitless. So please know that and take that in, okay? You're infinite and limitless. How do we apply and personalize both emerging scientific concepts and age-old wisdom to succeed at living a more enriched life? When you and I can connect those dots of what science is discovering about the nature of reality, and when we give ourselves permission to apply those principles in our day-to-day existence, then each of us becomes both a mystic and a scientist in our own life. Wow, that sounds good. That's kind of what I'm doing. Let me read that again. When we discover the nature of reality and when we give ourselves permission to apply the principles to our day-to-day existence, each of us becomes both a mystic and a scientist in our own life. If you make the effort to change your inner world of thoughts and feelings, your environment should begin to give you the feedback and show that your mind has an effect on your outer world. And I've lived that. That's so true. That is right on, Dr. Joe. Okay, here's another part. When you take intellectual information that you learn as philosophy and then innate knowledge into your life by applying it enough times until you master it, you will ultimately move from being a philosopher to an initiate to a master. And stay tuned, he says. There is sound scientific evidence that this is possible. That's so cool. That's great. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I don't know. It sounds good to me, right? Because I don't want to just do stuff that's unproven. I like the science behind the meditation or whatever we're doing spiritually. So, and that's what he does on his retreats. He will take the volunteers, whoever wants to volunteer, like certain ones are chosen. He'll take their blood at the beginning of the retreat, and at the end of 7 days, he takes their blood again, or whatever scientific. He has a whole team of scientists there and neuroscientists, and then he finds that their body chemistry actually changes after meditating and using their minds in a different way. So isn't like, don't you want to untap all the power you have within you already? I do. So that's why we're here. Thank you. Okay, thanks, NGK. MD Mamoon, hello. Marjuki. I'm not sure what that means, but okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to learn more about the spirituality in India, because many of the things that I'm learning, like in yoga, our teacher will mention something, like prana is the life force, and so many different things. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And this is wisdom that's existed for thousands of years. And tying our spirituality together with movement and our thoughts. I mean, it's all tied together. We're like, we have so many different aspects of ourselves that we don't activate, you know? Okay, cheers to you, Shenli. Welcome. Hi, NKG. Oh, 6 o'clock. Excellent. Yeah, it's 8:19 a.m. here. Hello, what's good like? Nick, welcome. It's nice to meet you as well. Okay, raspberry cordial. Cheers to you. That sounds delicious, Striker. How old am I? Great question, Troy. 55. 55. Where are you from? I'm from the East Coast of the U.S. Hi, Disha. Welcome. Yeah, Liam. Yeah, I'm talking to people about modding. Send me an email or do a comment or something. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay. I hope that answered you, Shan. Sarojadin, welcome. Hi, Eddie. Zaid's on. Chico Wandley, welcome. I'm not sure what you said there. Like, oh, please do join the channel. What do you say? Can I also join the? Yeah, definitely like and subscribe. I put over 400 videos up of stuff that I've learned on this journey. And I know somebody goes, everybody calls it a journey. Well, it is a journey because I'm on a path, and it's not easy because not everybody wants to walk this path with me. And it's okay. I'm on my own. And if my friends want to come join me, or people come join for a little while and want to, follow along and we're on the same vibe, that's cool. But if not, I'm going to keep going. It's a lifelong thing. It doesn't end, which is good. It's like, especially if you set your goals. If you set your goals and you know what you'd like to achieve in life, and that's, if you don't have goals, you really have no direction, And I know goals are over. People talk about them all the time, but that's because they're important. As my friend would say, that's where the money is. That one soul. Okay. Zaid's on. Welcome. Yeah, I'm going for my doctorate, Chico. Yeah, because you know what? I kind of did a lot of reading and my whole life, and I found that people listen to you more if you have the credentials, but I'm also like, as a byproduct of this studying, I'm learning so much in this doctorate course that, like, I'm so grateful because it has solidified many of the things that I've learned and given it a formal structure. And also it looks good, So yeah, thank you, Liam. Home Alone. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes Home Alone was my best time. I would be like, I could just relax when, sometimes if you have a busy life. Yeah, doctor. Oh, welcome, August. Welcome back. Hi, Bobby. Welcome. Hi there. ABC. Hey, Red. What's up with you? Yeah, I have 2 young adult children. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate the offer. Joey, okay, let's see. Hey, Bali. Okay, let's see. I won't be Christian. That's fine. You don't have to be. Thank you, Innocent. Andy, welcome. Yeah, good. I'm glad you find it interesting, LWN Cooking and Living. Yeah, so we just read a little bit from the book, not The Game of Life and How to Play It. I read that one for like 3 months. It is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Ooh, you're from North America. Yes, like I am. Oh, August, let me see what you have to say. I have a job interview tomorrow and I feel nervous because maybe it's important to you. So, yeah, so some, some things I would do when I would have a job interview, and you're not asking for help, but I'm just going to tell you. I would actually research the company and try to, not stalk the people in charge, but look them up on LinkedIn. And because then you're prepared, you know what they're, you might find something in common with them, or that you had a common school or history or an interest or something. Um, I would know about the industry in general, and have something to talk about. So it sounds like it's important to you. So congratulations for getting an interview, because that means, I mean, I used to be a hiring manager as well in my position, and I did not want to waste my time. So if you're getting an interview, that they're interested in you. They're not going to waste their time, August. So bear that in mind. Just say, you know what? They want to hear from me. So that's your chance to shine. That's your chance to show whatever your knowledge is or your experience is, or even just if you don't have experience in that field, then you have desire to work there and you want to do a good job and you want to learn. And that those type of people that I would interview, if they were genuine, were excellent. So so just put your best foot forward. You got the interview. Now, don't be. This is something. Live in love and be secure in yourself. You got this. You got this, August. Congrats. Thank you, Andy. Brazil, welcome. Salam, salam alaikum. I'm straight, but I will. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right, Tony. Not sure. Okay. Thank you, Innocent. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your comments there, Cooking and Living. Okay. We are going to block some people that are inappropriate. Barnabas, welcome. Thank you, Andy. Hi, Ganesh Empire, welcome. Okay. Good morning. Lilian, Kalakar, hi. Nitya. Yeah. Can you get some advice? Okay, if it's rated G, love bug. Thank you so much to my Ganesh. Am I busy? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, George. Welcome back. Kalo Kavar. Good evening. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Sure. Hi, Tahir. Andy Sear. Definitely early morning. Oh, you must be somewhere east of here. Chang'an Prayer. Yeah, I'm not sure. Tomorrow I'll be on at 8 a.m. And then I'm actually at a conference, so I don't know what my schedule will be over the weekend. So hopefully I can post it in my description of the channel. So check that out, or just put your notifications on. So when I go live, you can get notified. Because on Saturday, Sunday, and for the rest of the week, I don't know what's going to be happening. Thank you, Turk. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? That's so funny you say that. Reasonable. Because I used to be very emotional and on the emotional side of the brain, and now I'm studying, and we have to activate the analytical side and the creative emotional side and use both together, because then we can achieve our full power. If you're just very analytical and you don't allow yourself to be creative and have fun, then that is not fun. It's not a good way to live, because you're not even going to use your intuition, or you just have your full power. But and then again, if you're on the other side and you're too emotional and you don't deal with the details, then your life will be not good either. So by using all of your abilities, both sides of your brain, it's very powerful. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like that. Check. Good. Thank you for liking the channel. Okay, Liam. I don't know what you're talking about, but if I see one more thing, you're out. Are you going fishing? Good. Oh no, Rashawn, it's mom energy. Bonjour. Good morning, Imran. George, thank you. Tony, thank you. Yeah, this is I'm not a psychologist. I do work with one though. We have partnered to create some support groups and things like that. But I'm a life coach, and so that's so funny you mentioned that. That's a great question. In my studies for the doctorate for metaphysical life coaching, this chapter, the course I'm in now, is talking about the difference between a psychologist and a life coach. So, like, a psychologist will deal with many of your past traumas and injuries and serious mental illness and helping you cope with various very heavy things. A life coach is more helping healthy folks, who've already been through that process, to then live their best life or set goals or take it to the next level, which is good, because that's a huge training, a huge responsibility. There's licensing going with psychology and psychoanalysis, whereas life coaching is more helping folks be their best. And I've done a lot of work in that personally too, so I can, hopefully help guide people once I get my degree. Yeah. I don't eat breakfast. I have this coffee with a protein shake. That's I do it's time restricted eating. What do you guys do for staying in shape? Greetings from South Florida, Zen Master. Great to see you. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. I just had to block somebody. Okay, August. Yeah. Laura, welcome. Desi. Cringe. I'm not sure what you're cringing about. Stay blessed. Get out of where? Do you have a college degree? I do have a bachelor's in fine arts, because I was an artist. I am an artist, I guess. But you know what? I had a ceramic studio for many years and taught like 10 classes a week. And I love that. It's great, and I love photography. I've done that, and printmaking and all kinds of dabbled in all kinds of different arts. But the video stuff is like editing the videos and like scripting them and coming up with concepts. This is where I'm like sort of finding my passion. Like, I really am enjoying this, creating this channel. And it started out as just, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't really, but here we are. Oh, my earrings? Yeah, thank you. I got these in Paris. At like it was like almost like an Aldi's grocery store type place. But yeah, you just never know where you're gonna find something fun. Desi, you know what, Desi, you can stay, but you need to be respectful. You hate me. Wow, Desi. The things you say reflect on you. I did a video a while ago. What you think of me is none of my business. And I live by that. So, Desi, I'm sorry you have struggles, but if you can behave, you're welcome to stay. And if not, we'll have to block you. Imran, because I want this chat to be supportive, and there's enough hate in the world. You can go also for that. Imran Khan, thank you. Yeah, I know. I have a lot of makeup on. Hey, Christy. Fran, thank you. Came over. Oh, good. What time's your live today, cooking and living? Codename Narc. That's so funny. Okay. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate it. First grader Kai. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Xander. Appreciate it. Brushy, hi. Okay, you know what, guys? If you want to talk about how I look, that's fine. I put a lot of makeup on. I'm 55. I don't care, but not in my chat. You can think whatever you want. Okay. Metaphysics. Oh, your dad taught you Zen Master. That is so cool. I love that. I would love to, I would love to hear about some of the stuff he taught you because it's so true. It's how our mindset shapes the world around us. And we have so much power. Like we just don't even know. Samson, welcome. Hey Blake, welcome. Thank you. King Warshay, you're funny. Rizwan, hi. Mike, welcome to here. Lots of love. Oh my goodness, thank you from Pakistan. And One Soul. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that name. Ayan Truman, hi. Dilshot, hi. Brandon. Do I practice grounding? No, not with like bare feet on the ground and all, but I do walk outside every day for like at least a mile, sometimes 2.5 miles. And it's more about getting in nature and letting the sun hit my eyes to activate the mitochondria. And that's a scientific study from Andrew Huberman from Stanford University. He's an ophthalmologist, and he says that if we, early in the morning, if we let the sunlight hit our eyes without sunglasses, then it helps our mitochondria. I don't know what it does, but it's supposed to be good for them. So here we are. Oh, welcome, Kevin. Okay, let's see. Freedom Life. I like that. I don't know what's going on. My chat's kind of. Quick question. Are you married? Hey, what's the I read inspirational books and chit chat with you guys. And we do a little. We start with deep breathing because if we can harness that, we can have brain heart coherence, and that is incredibly powerful. And then we start to look at our thoughts, what our thoughts are saying, and then also tap into our intuition. We're very powerful. Okay. Nice to be here with you. Thank you, Freedom. Yeah. You can sub. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't know what's going on here. My chat is going, like, it keeps scrolling up on me. So I have, thank you, Serious Snipe. That's adorable. Yeah, John. I don't know. Oh, you're depressed. August? No, you have your interview tomorrow. You're not depressed today. Go take a walk or something, August. Snap out of it. Please. You have an opportunity. If somebody booked an interview with you, like they're not going to waste their time if they didn't think you were a good candidate. So take a walk, get yourself in a good place, and just go in there with confidence because they're making an interview with you. They're taking time to talk to you. They want to hear from you. Oh, you're on the school bus. Angel, I remember those days. Oh my gosh. Pimpin'. Oh, nice to see you. Serious. Oh, thank you so much. Freedom. I love that. Hi. Lori. What are we on a journey to? Oh, I don't know, Lori. That's a deep question, Lori. I'm on a journey to be my best self on all levels. That's where I'm going. Where are you going? I would love to know. Hi, potato, tomato. I love that. That's funny. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm transgender now. I'm a lady, but I'm kind of, I'm in touch with all sides of my brain, so maybe that's the vibe. She sounds like Meghan Markle. Okay, Emmy. Okay, thanks, Chris. Oh, you're a doctor. Well, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. My connection lost. Oh, no, I didn't see it. The loop of life breaks and you. Oh, hold on. Let me see, Devashish. I have to see what you say. I love your comments. Your connection was lost. Okay. Did you read it? No. And you know what? They keep, like, these comments keep scrolling up. I apologize. Okay. All right. Thank you, Blake. NPD. Hi. Abza. Hi, Abby. Hi, Sirius. Jesus. Yes. Jesus was a great example of different things. And you don't have to be, you can be religious. That's great. But if not, the Bible is like a guidebook on how to live your life, because it has a lot of clues. I don't know if you're familiar with the Kabbalion, but I've been getting into that lately. There's incredible amounts. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Mwende. Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it, Kels. Hi from Maine. Welcome. Stanley Tornado. That's a great name. Serious Snape. I don't. Kels, I think kids are trolling. Oh, yeah, the kids are trolling. Yeah, yeah. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, August, please, snap out of it. You got this. You got this interview tomorrow. You will get it. Too late. Oh. Oh, serious. You know somebody you know, Lori? Cool. Yeah. Oh, hey, Ghost. Welcome back. Oh, I was reading from the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Let me read a little bit more because I love this. I left off. I'm going to read this part again because I love it. How do we apply and personalize both emerging scientific concepts and age-old wisdom to succeed at living a more enriched life? Don't we all want to know that? We connect the dots of what science is discovering about the nature of reality, and when we give ourselves permission to apply those principles in our day-to-day existence, then each of us becomes both a mystic and a scientist in our own life. If you make the effort to change your inner world of thoughts and feelings, your external environment should begin to give you feedback to show you that your mind has an effect on your outer world. So powerful, right? Isn't that great? Hi, Kasaba. Hi, Buck. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Potato. You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay, let it go. Thank you for putting. Yeah, absolutely, August. We got you. I'm sending you good vibes. Chicken fingers. I was like born on Everybody Loves Raymond. Oh yeah, that girl. I know her. She's cool. That's funny. I haven't thought about that show in a long time. Kasaba, welcome. Omri, welcome. Sarah Mwende, hi. Pietman Goosen. I'm not sure where that flag is. I would love to know. Okay. T. Stilton. No, I'm T. Waldron, but nice to see you. Hi, Larby. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I'm glad you came back, Sarah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to block some of you people who are inappropriate. Yeah, this is mom energy, so if you don't behave, you get blocked. So thank you. Thank you, Rufus. Thank you, Omari. I appreciate the reminder. I forget to tell people to subscribe. So, yeah, and I do have some people I've given permission to block folks if they don't behave. Okay. We're a positive, I'd like to be a positive community. And you can do it. I believe in you. Just if you have an evil thought, you don't have to type it in. Okay, let's get back to the book. This is so good. If you take intellectual information that you learned as a philosophy, then initiate that knowledge into your life by applying it enough times until you master it, you will ultimately move from being a philosopher to initiate to master. And there is scientific evidence that this is possible. Once you open your mind to the way things really are and let go of conditioned beliefs with which you are accustomed to framing reality, you will see the fruits of your efforts. And this is his wish for all of us. He inspires us. Okay, the information in these pages is there to inspire you to prove to yourself that you are a divine creator. Isn't that great? Yeah, it's good stuff. Thank you, Michael. Hi, Giuseppe. Ciao, Giuseppe. Oh, ciao. Moshin. Hello. Ishmael. Oh, welcome from Senegal. Excellent. Africa. Good morning, Art. Hi, Yasmin. Okay. Let's see. Russell. Keep watch for you. Know not when the Lord shall come. Well, maybe the Lord's already here, Russell. The Lord's within each of, God is within each of us. I believe we all have a soul, right? Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure what you said, Snerius. Where are you from? I'm from the East Coast of the U.S. Welcome from Germany. Oh, I love that. That was German. Oh, Senegal. Excellent. A psychologist went to school. A life coach didn't. Well, that could be true. We don't need to go through the life coaches don't need to go through the rigorous licensing of psychologists, but I am going to school for my master's to be a life coach because I want to know more and I want to be the best I can be. So, you know, that's not wrong, but it's also not exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad. Thanks for letting me know, Sirius. I'll keep an eye out for you. Helen, welcome. Michael, metaphysical. Yes, sounds very interesting, especially in relationships. Oh my gosh, so true. So true. Yes. It's useful just in life, and I found that being your best self first is the way that you can have a stronger relationship with someone, or you have to know yourself and love yourself before you can be out there for someone else. Hey, Lizzie. Lana Del Rey. I think she's amazing. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, August. So happy. Get a job. Yeah. Great point, David. I had a job for 17 and a half years. I had the same job and it was fantastic. It was corporate. And I helped people and I loved it. And now I'm going to school full time for me. So thank you, Larby. Hey, Lou. Welcome. Lou Dog. Yeah, I know. I'm working on getting some mods, Serious. Thank you. Yeah. Speak French. I don't speak French, Diallo. I'm sorry. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, I know. That's I have to be careful. It's very tricky. Okay. Okay. Lana Del Rey. Yeah, I said she is very talented. She's amazing. Okay. If you have two inappropriate comments, I'm deleting you from the channel. Okay, I don't do OnlyFans, John. It's not that kind of party. Okay, I've got to delete a bunch of you people. It's a shame because I think you'd benefit from having a little bit of kindness and positivity in your life. But you have to behave in my chat. Con. Yes, hello. Hi, Larby. Oh, thank you so much, Zen Master. I appreciate that. Morgan G. Hail old Odin. Valhalla. Are you a Viking? Hey, Phantom. No. Thank you, Genius. Okay. Ghost Chaser. Yeah, thank you, Ghost Chase. Ghost Chaser, I appreciate that. Yes, for the warning. Mark Harper. I'm not giving my heart on money to this. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. I don't care. Like, I'm just putting out here what I learned. And if you choose, if it resonates with you, awesome. And if not, find something that does. But also, we are very distracted by phones. Hi, Dale. Welcome, Dale Usury. Yeah. Vanguard. Vanguard money. No, it's the internet business. Tasty tea. This channel is about being your best self on all levels. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Dale. Mike Money Taker. I know. I guess you're right. I need a moderator. I know. Well, I want to thank all the people for tuning in. That's nice, but I can't keep up with the chat. And also read and also think about stuff. So, Divya, welcome. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's been a long morning already. Oh, goodness. That's a great question, Ahmed. How's your experience on life? What would you do differently if you could go back? Everything happens in divine timing. So there's stuff that was painful or that I learned from, and then it's up to me to find the message. So I'm at that point where, I mean, some things happen that I think I wish hadn't, but they happened, and they all happened for a reason. So I wish for the wisdom to know what I'm supposed to learn from them and to be stronger from them. That was a great question. Thank you. Shalom, Ahmad. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Silva. Yeah, I'm 55. Okay. I'm going to just hide that user. Okay. Oh, welcome from South Korea. Oh, from Seoul. Excellent. Welcome. Everyone have a great day. Okay, Tony, thanks. Yes, I'm from the East Coast of the U.S. Yeah, hi, Lizzie. Wow, 9:33 p.m. Excellent. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, Qatar. Welcome. Good morning, Berry Berry. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jay. Jay Too Cozy. That's great. Yadom. Emily. Yes. I'm not sure which word you meant, Dale. Is it metaphysical? METAPHYSICAL? Serious or funny? The whole world is watching. Oh. Okay. No, don't look straight at the sun, Tasty Tea. Yep, don't forget about them. He's a neuroscientist, not an ophthalmologist. Oh, Andrew Huberman? Okay. I thought he focuses on eye studies, but perhaps I said the wrong thing. I'll have to research that and get back to you. You're 8. Welcome. Yeah, be careful. Don't put out your real information. I lifted. It's movie time. Thank you, Ghost Chaser. Deep breathing. Yes, deep breathing it's a key to unite your heart center and your mind. And if you, I just saw this interview with Greg Braden. I don't know if you know him, but he's got some interesting ideas. I have to really get to know all of his stuff, but some of the things he says are brain heart coherence. If you do deep breaths and you exhale longer than you inhale, and you focus on having gratitude in your heart while you're doing that, you can have brain heart coherence and strengthen your intuition and your creativity and I find your confidence too. So it's beautiful. Okay, let's see. I want to, what am I drinking? This is a super strong coffee with a protein shake. Cheers. Well, welcome, Noah. Thanks, Larrabee. Romulo. Remember the 70s? I was a kid in the 70s, but do you? Yeah, thank you. Well, thank you. I love you too. You know, that's another thing. Live in love rather than fear and hatred. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I forget to ask people. Thanks, Hira. Hello. Welcome from France, Jeremy. I think that's the French flag. If it's not, I apologize. Did I wear bell bottoms back in the set? Sometimes I wear bell bottoms now, Romulo. They're back in style. Or at least in my mind. I don't care. Mitch Gatto. Zen Master. Yeah, journey to be the best on all levels. Thank you. I'm glad you recognize that, Zen Master. Like a star. Ooh, serious. That's a good point. Like a star. We're all made from the material of stars. We're all made from the same material. And more than one research that I've done says that, which is so powerful that we're all the same. We're all made from stardust. And that's kind of woo-woo, but it's also proven scientifically. So there we go. I look like a lady on the news. Okay. Hi, Hera. Thank you. Hi, Thomas. Noah. Yeah, I'm trying to get through these chats, Noah. Hi. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. Cassandra, good morning. Matthew, welcome. Sodesh, welcome. Yeah, I don't have the cat with me today. We're gonna be cat free for a little while. I'm not at my house. I look like your mom. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Thank you, Noah. Platonism is amazing philosophy. I don't know exactly what that is, Tasty Tea. Perhaps I mean, maybe I might be using it, but I don't know the title. Like, I'd love to know what that. I'll have to look it up after. Ahmed, welcome. Good morning. I'm not a doctor yet, though, but thank you. Money is a person's power. Oh, wait, let me see what this says here. Keep your power to yourself. Don't waste it. You know, money is energy, Jawan. That's a really, I've also read that. Like, money is neither good nor evil, but it is energy. It's what you can earn it by doing good things or earn it by doing bad things. And then how do you spend it? How do you put it back into the universe? So good point there, Jawan. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Sudish. Yeah. Okay. Chosen child, welcome. Thank you, Jay. Keep an eye out. Toby YouTube. Tubi YouTube. That's so funny. Third, oh my gosh. Oh, Tubi YouTube. That is so true. I'm going to read you his comment. Third generation and still the same person doing the same problem. That's exactly also what I'm learning. Like, we carry it's called generational trauma. And I know trauma is a word everybody's been throwing around, but it's very common because it's such a common issue. We do carry things from our past, and then sometimes, and there's two different ways that I know of, maybe more, but one way is our parents teaching us the things, how they learned it, and passing on that trauma, and not meaning to hurt us, doing the best that they can, but just, this is what they learned, and this is how they did it, and this is how their family did it, and it's just creating that same trauma that they had to us, right? Or it can be in our genes. It could be, they did a study where, I don't know, there were I think it was rats or some sort of lab animal, was given a scent to smell of lavender. And the animal smelled the lavender, but was given a mild shock. It didn't hurt, it didn't kill him, but it just was unpleasant, right? So the smell that they used to like, they then did not like. The dislike of lavender continued several generations, even if the mice had never been shocked, they had never known this, it continued in their genes to not like lavender. So that was eye-opening, and it gave me a lot to think about, right? Oh, thank you, Zen Master. I'm glad you like that. Hi, George Dewsbury. Oh, thanks for subscribing. Oh, greetings from Southport, England. Thank you. And thanks, Ghost Chaser, for keeping an eye on things. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. Shala Abbas, welcome. Ahmed, I'm not sure what you're saying, but welcome, Sadesh. Hello. Tiani, hi. Tiani Jr. I'm from the East Coast of the U.S. Yeah. Okay. This stream is about being your best self on all levels, and I read little parts of books. We do a little bit of deep breathing. It's just some time for you, especially in the beginning, before I get really into the chat, is taking time for you in the morning or evening, whenever you have time. Hi, Laya, welcome. Thanks for asking, Isa. Ahmed, I don't know what that means, so either, please write that in English, and then it's better if you don't repeat things over and over and over. Is that the Bible? No, it's not the Bible. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Oh yeah, thank you for the reminder. Like and subscribe, please. From the East Coast of the U.S., August. Thank you. I appreciate that, August. I appreciate the backup. Okay. Yeah, positive is good. Alex says, anything can happen to you. It's how you deal with it. It sets the tone for your life. Oh, thank you, Zen Master. I appreciate that. I appreciate the backup. What's your biggest dream, aim, ambition? I said it, to be my best self on all levels, and to create a community where we can fight loneliness. And I mean, I have a lot of them, okay, but really to be my best self and then to do good in the world, to leave the world better than the way I found it, if I can, and to contribute and to help people. I guess, I don't know. That's it. What's your goal in life? I would love to know. Greetings from Israel. Beggar, you're never wrong. I love that. And great question, Gracious Sparks. Thank you. Good afternoon, dear brother. Thank you. From Sudan, welcome. Salam. Thank you, Alex Tazi. I appreciate that. I'm T. Waldron. Great question. I'm sorry I haven't said it in a while. Hi, Akram. Hood logic. Yeah, I'm bad right now, Hood. So, thanks, Dan. Hey, greetings from Brazil. Oh, thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. United States of California. That's so funny. Esports Steve, that's funny. Ligma G900. I am not sure what that emoji is. Let's see. Greetings from Israel. Cruel World by Lana Del Rey. Okay, Lizzie, I'll check it out. She was interviewed on something. I think it was one of the songs with Taylor Swift. And basically, she said she was on there, but people don't really notice her because she melded in with Taylor to sound good. I don't know. It was a cool interview. I like that. Human equals hypocrite. Hello, Mom. We don't have to be. We don't have to be. Levy from Brazil, welcome. Oh, Vietnamese. Excellent. I don't know Vietnamese, John, but that's cool. Yeah, Beggar, you're right. I do need a mod. Thank you. Coher King, welcome. I know, some of these people are rude. Mature women. I know. Oh, man. True, Mike. Okay. Yeah, I will. We will start blocking the inappropriate folks more. We're just coming up with our guidelines. How has your day been? Great. Thank you so much, Ra. How has your day been? I hope it's well. Have you ever heard of the philosophy? Yeah, that's what I would like to know what this Neoplatonism is. I'm sure I probably already know it, but under a different name maybe, or maybe it's not named, so I'll have to check it out. Thanks for letting me know, Tasty T. I'll check it out. Dominique, welcome. Thanks, Lizzie. Yeah. Hood logic. I know, right? The trolls keep the chat going. You know what? I did a video. Trolls need love too, and perhaps more so, because if you feel the need to be negative like that, then that tells me more about you than it does about me. That you need love, but you have to feel that you're worthy of it. You are worthy. Just behave. How can we help? Great question, Human. I don't know. If you can think of something, I'm open. Oh, thanks, Zen Master. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have today off, so I'm spending a little extra time here on this live. So thank you for being here. Thanks for all the cool positive vibe people that have hung out. Cheers to you. And stay hydrated. We don't drink enough fluids, I think, in this world. We're always, eating, but not so much drinking. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, how could it? Yeah, if you check out some of the content, if you want, it's a great question there. Human equals hypocrite. How can I help you? A lot of the stuff I'm learning is we need to go within. We need to look within ourselves. We're so busy looking for happiness on the outside, the job, the money, the car, the perfect family, that we don't look to ourselves. And and it started for me taking responsibility. I had to take responsibility for my choices. Like, stuff it looked great. It looked great on the surface and everything was perfect on the surface, but I was not living a true deep life. I was not being honest with myself, and I didn't even know it. So I think awareness is step one. Like, opening up to the possibility that maybe I need to reframe my thinking on some things, and maybe not. Maybe everything's fine and I can keep going. But our analytical mind really um, works hard to keep things comfortable, keep things the way they are, keep the status quo. The known is so comfortable. And even if it's unhealthy, even if it's not what's good for us, then it doesn't matter. Our minds, our thoughts, oftentimes. Did you ever find yourself, and this is kind of a good way, like listen to your thoughts. If you haven't done this, you'll be shocked. Okay. Just like write down your thoughts for an hour or a day or even like 10 minutes. Write down all the stuff that pops in your head. Some of it's going to be like, oh, I've got to get groceries, or, oh, I should go to bed earlier, or I should have a drink of water. Some of it's going to be really mean to yourself. And my thought is you have to be kind to yourself first, at least in your mind, then learn to love yourself. And then you can be kind to others. That's just, okay. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Iman. I hope you're doing well too. Hello, Scott. Hi. Hey, from the Philippines. I know. That is ironic, Hood Logic. Well, we're all on our phone doing it live. Okay, the irony is not lost on me. But also, go out and like before this, actually, I didn't go today before. Usually I'll go in the morning. After this, I'm going to go outside and walk in the air and get some fresh air and some sunlight. And even if it rains, as long as it's not ice or snow, something where it could slip and fall, or less than, like -0 degrees or, -10 degrees, then I go outside every day. And I encourage you to do the same. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Elle. Okay. Hey, George, have a beautiful day. Matsu. Okay. Good. How has the feminist movement been throughout your 20s? Well, I don't know. I've noticed that sometimes men don't think women are as smart as they are, and especially in certain organizations. Sometimes in local, I don't want to out my like small towns or small companies, and sometimes larger companies. So I feel like sometimes people in power may not appreciate the talents that and the new perspective that women can bring. So, but that's not everywhere, and it's much less these days. So, thanks for asking. Yeah, I believe in God and Jesus. That's a good question. Thank you, Elle. I appreciate it. Yeah, go to the Philippines. Yes, that sounds amazing. I've not read the Quran before. I've read parts of it, but I should really read it. That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not looking for a stepson, but thanks for asking. But you know what? Here's the thing, Space Ghost Perk. You could be your own parent. Like you can parent yourself, and it's like you can be there for yourself in a way that it gives you peace and it gives you confidence. So, and yeah, it's doable. It takes work though, so you got to put the time and effort in. Hey, from the Philippines. Okay. Matu, stop repeating yourself, please. Okay. Good morning, host. Oh, British Columbia, Canada. Welcome, Scott. Dominique Mansell. Oh, don't cry. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have to. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand the Quran is important, and I have the same people, same people have the same feeling about the Bible as well. The Quran. I mean, there are so many important books that I'm not familiar with the Quran, but I do need to read it. So that's a good point. Hi, Vadat. Welcome. Cool. I'm glad. I'm not sure what you're saying, Miroslav Pitt or Militant. Oh, your mom is 64? Excellent. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I can start life over. I know it's never too late to start over. Just feel a lot of the time has been wasted in my life. August, I felt the same way. Like when I started doing this stuff like 5 years ago, and I'm 55, reminder, so I was 50. And I was in therapy at the time, and I told my therapist, I'm like, I just am so sad that I wasted all these years going through the motions and not living like authentically. And I was just like crying. I think I actually cried that day. I don't you often cry in there, but that was a very emotional one. And then they said, you did the best you could with the knowledge you had at the time. And you have to forgive yourself, and you have to say, you know what, you can't know everything all at once. This is part of this life. We have to learn. We have to experience things. We have to educate ourselves. It's if you want to, or you can just go blindly through and be a sheep and just let other people control what you're doing. But if you want to take control of your life, if you want to take control of your soul and your destiny, then you're awake now. You're here. So thank you. Thank you from me, and thank you from yourself, because you're putting time in. There's a lot of other mindless things you could be doing right now, and you're doing this self-work, and you're trying. So congratulations and thank you. And I'm glad you're choosing this. So don't worry about the past. The past is the past. And that's another trap. That's another trap from your mind. Your mind is going, oh, see, you wasted all that time. It's too late. It's never too late. You could be 99 and a half or whatever. I used to work with seniors, and I go, yeah, I used to think 40 was old, and now I know it's 100. Well, now I think it's 120 because I'm getting close to 100. So you know what? Every day you have a chance. Every day you wake up and it's a new day. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift we're given, and it's never too late. It's never too late. And you're infinite, and you're powerful, and you just have to put the work in and tap into it. And you're here, so you're doing it. You're starting. So thank you for that. That was a great question, though, because I felt the same exact way, and I had a real crisis. Just feeling, like I wasted all those years, but they weren't wasted. You learned things, and you're not going to make those same mistakes again, and you're going to appreciate what you have now. So isn't it's good. Everything happens in divine timing. And that's, if your brain starts telling you that other junk, throw it out and say, everything happens in divine timing. You're going to that interview tomorrow, for example, August. You came on this chat. Hopefully you have some other things to tell yourself in your mind. Like, those people want to hire me. They're taking their time to talk to me. Everything happens in divine timing. And if you don't get it, and whatever happens, you do your best, you put your best effort out there, and then if it doesn't work out, there's something better for you. So know that. And if you can really truly believe that, it starts to materialize. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he's talking about. It's the truth. And it's happened to me. And I'm not just saying that as some, oh, I read books all day. Yes, and that was what I was trapped into in the past, was just reading and reading and reading and not doing anything. So it's a combination of learning this stuff and then putting it into practice. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's see what you guys say in the chat. Academy of Research Unseen. Yeah, I know. My cat's not here today. Sorry, Azura. I'm not home today. So normally my cat's here with me. She does this live. If you go to some old ones, you can see her. She's so cute. Her name is Pumpkin, and she is a British short-hair cat. Yeah. So thank you. Rick Gregg. Yeah, I don't talk about politics in here. because it is too divisive. And that's another thing that our analytical mind wants us to do. Our analytical mind wants us to say, oh, do you like Trump? Do you hate Trump? What's your thought? And that divides us, and that takes us out of ourselves and takes our power. So guess what? No, take your power back. Don't be obsessed with that stuff. You can be aware, you can know about politics, you can have an opinion, but don't let it consume you, because it's, as I said in one of my previous lives, news is a commodity. If you want to see, if you believe something in your heart, like, oh, I like this politician, I'm going to watch the news that says that that person's good. If I say I hate that politician, I'm going to watch the news that says that person is the worst thing ever. It's a product, okay? It's a product. It's meant to weaken us and distract us. So, I mean, you can still be aware, that's fine, but don't give it your entire soul, you know? There's more important things. Okay, thank you. Okay. What's your point about everyone on your phones and then the stream? I know, I can't help it, human. I have no other way to talk to you people. If I could do this live, I would totally, I actually do. I have a public speaking business as well that I started. It's called Life Coaching Ministries. So I do public speak when I can, but I don't have a platform. Like, I couldn't get all you people together from around the world in one space, or I would. Someday we'll do stadium tours, but this is all I got. So it's available. You have to do what you can. But good point, though. It is a little hypocritical, so I see why you're questioning it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Do you watch Charleston White? I don't know what that means. COVID might be coming back. Yeah, maybe. Good morning, Dreamsy Smoke Reviews. I love that name. Bila. Oh, Pakistan, welcome. Sup, Running Man. I'm not a grandma yet, but thanks for saying that. San Diego. Oh yeah, Southwest Airlines. Have you traveled anywhere since we last spoke? Did you go anywhere? Did you use your miles or your work vouchers? COVID never left, yeah. Okay. Elliot. Hi, welcome, Elliot. Elliot the pizza man. Okay, I have an important question for you, Elliot. Do you like thin crust or thick crust pizza? This is brain rot. Oh, okay. Well, you can be thinking that. Good afternoon, my dear. Hi, Augustine. A random opinion online. Oh my God. How are you? Yawn. Okay. You can love Trump or not. Word vomit with love and light. Ha ha ha. Okay. Wow. You turned human. Cafe. Made in India. 55. I am. Sapki. I don't know what that is. Hello, Laser X. All right, Gomke, Running Man. Retirement life. Well, I'm a full-time student, but it's awesome. Not gonna lie. And actually, I'm still working. I started a business, and I do speak. Okay. Singapore, welcome. Yeah, keep it real. How are you? I'm good. I'm not a scammer. And I haven't made any money out of it yet, but thank you for asking. Zerbeeman, welcome back. Love you too, Larrabee. Ooh, this is good. Let's see. Breath is consciousness, because if you start breathing, what happens? You lose consciousness. Imagine that. Oh, if you stop breathing. Okay. Okay, I was like, okay, yes, that makes sense. Hey, Stephen Elliott, welcome back. I know. I hope you're doing well, Stephen. Yes, everything's going well. I'm sorry I missed your live again on Tuesday. I hope it went well. I'll have to go back into your channel and check it out. Put if you can, type a link in the comments below so I don't forget, because sometimes I forget to go back into the chat. Dominique, Cafe. Bye, Derbyman, welcome. Eugene, hello. Dennis, hi. Yeah. Does our dust go? Okay, if we're made of stardust, does our dust go into the stars when we die? I don't know what happens to our bodies, but I think our consciousness continues, right? Fire stick, hello. Shubham, hello. A lot of people say money doesn't buy happiness, but it surely makes you feel down if you don't have any. That's a good point, August. It doesn't buy happiness. We need it to survive. We need it. Bottom line, you can't survive. I mean, I guess you can on other people's, charity, but you need money to survive in the world. So true. Hello from Nigeria. Cowley. All right, take care, Hira. Thanks for tuning in. Zen Master, we're all, oh shoot, your thing, we're all connected, and showing love to another could raise our vibration. Absolutely. That's so true. Like, rather than being in competition, if we could be in connection, that's great. It's really common. Yeah, generational trauma. Wow, we're way behind. I'm way behind in the chat. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Glenn. Can you give a message? I'm not sure, Glenn. Savam. Okay. Hi, Robin. I don't like people. It must be in my genes. Chamberlain, that's funny. Probably. Hello. Wise dits. Was it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. And deep generational trauma with the ancestors being slaves in America. That totally understandable. On my other secondary channel, I teach classes to seniors, and it was Juneteenth, and I did a little informational thing about what is Juneteenth and why, and they actually had at the Library of Congress audio recordings of people that had been slaves, and they took these recordings in like 1930, 1940, and they spoke about some of their experiences, and one guy was so wise. Anyway, I put that in a little video, so if you want, check that out, because you can go in the Library of Congress and look all this up, but I did a lot of editing. It took me probably 27 hours to edit these interviews, because they were really interesting, but they were very long, and it was kind of hard. Some of the audio wasn't great, but do check it out, because I'm so sorry, that this happened in the U.S. and we don't talk about it enough. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna block them right now. Thank you. Thanks for the point, Anad. Cowley. DoorDash Waffle House. Okay. Frederick Woodward, hi. Oh, more interesting information? Okay, sure, we can do that. Yeah, I know, Stephen. Rachel, welcome. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? And thanks, Rachel, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. I'm just gonna I opened to this random page, and he talks about the atom. And I know what he's gonna say here. I haven't read this yet, but he's gonna say, studies have shown, and this is where the science meets the metaphysics and the spirituality, that we are 99.99% energy and only 0.00001% matter. And so that's why our energy is so important. So yeah. All right, I'll read a little bit more and then I'll wrap it up. We should never wait for science. And I'm reading from Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. We should never wait for science to give us permission to do the uncommon. If we do, we're turning science into another religion. Ooh, that's a mic drop right there. We should be brave enough to contemplate our lives and do what we thought was outside the box, and then do it repeatedly. When we do that, we're on our way to a greater level of personal power. True empowerment comes when we start to look deeply at our beliefs. We may find our roots in conditioning of religion, and this is where, think about yourself here, okay? Because he's going to list off a bunch of stuff where we might find conditioning from. True empowerment comes when we look deeply at our beliefs. We may find their roots in the conditioning of religion, culture, society, education, family, the media, and even our genes. The latter being imprinted by sensory experiences in our current lives as well as generations before us. Then we weigh those old ideas against some new paradigms that may serve us better. Times are changing. As individuals awaken to a greater reality, we are part of a much larger sea of change. Our current systems and models of reality are breaking down. It is time for something new to emerge. Across the board, our models for politics, economics, religion, science, education, medicine, and our relationship with the environment are all showing a different landscape than they did just 10 years ago. Wow. Letting go of the outmoded and embracing the new sounds easy. But as he pointed out in his previous book, Evolve Your Brain, much of what we have learned and experienced has been incorporated into our biological self, and we wear it like a garment. But we also know that what is true today might not be true tomorrow. Just as we have come to question our perception of atoms as solid pieces of matter, reality and our interaction with it is a progression of ideas and beliefs. Isn't that awesome? So I hope that was gave you a little something to think about today. The Bible is a great book. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna head out now. I've got to actually go edit some more videos. But from myself to yourself, thanks for joining me on this journey, and thank you all for being part of this chat and hanging out. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the interesting conversations and the great questions. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.